I'm playing Ultimate Fishing Simulator 1. For anybody who really cares. I care. I care. I care. I care about what happens to you. I love you. I care. I care so deeply. If anybody cares, I'm playing Ultimate Fishing Simulator 1. Because, well, because I can, and I have no hair. This is Ultimate Fishing Simulator 1, Betty Lake. Betty Lake is the first lake on the Ultimate Fishing. And I'm using some freaking minnows or using some worms, maggots, and I think a number of 12 hooks, something like that. But so I'm gonna put this back up here on here, grab another rod. This is not reality, but it's so much kind of like reality, where it is sort of like it's unrealistic reality, but that is TikTok reality. No. This is just a way to. I've been playing this game for so many years now that I don't know if it really does anything for me, like exciting. I really need to start looking at that, is this like really exciting, or is it just like a quick dopamine rush? Um, but then if you think about it, if you go play basketball, I mean that's kind of a dopamine rush, you know. Football, used to surf, that was kind of a rush. Um, yeah, I don't know. I have a weird. Here's my thinking on my life, or people when you get older, your life is like you're no longer like sitting in school anymore. And a lot of people when they get older, they don't really want to sit in school. Uh, I notice a lot of people like to sit in the park and just stare at trees and stuff. But you can only walk around the park so many times, and then you're like park creep. And then there people are looking at you, picking up their kids, and they're looking at you, and they're like, "That's the park creep." He just walks around the park. So I try to limit my um, walking in the park. Maybe every few days I'll walk around just for exercise. But that's the one thing in this life is that everybody's expected to be somewhere. That seems to be the biggest issue when you're retired, because when I wasn't retired, I had like a work badge, you know. They give me this freaking badge, I have to wear it at the job. And then when I retired, I had no more badge. So you're not really anything. You're just like some random dude. And I try to explain that to my doctors that it's like I'm just some random dude at this point. And they say, "Oh no, you're a veteran," and this that. Yeah, but look at all the veterans. Freaking veterans got no teeth, sitting on the street. I'm not playing a guitar song about that. I'm a veteran. I got no teeth. I'm living on the street. I got no food to eat. I'm walking down this beat. I'm tired because of my feet. Living on the street. There's a good veteran song for you. Doing the freaking shuffle. doing the freaking daily shuffle. That's one thing that you never can get anywhere if you're just shuffling. If you're just shuffling down the street and you have nowhere to be, just tired, dragging, and people can see that you're dragging. You're like, look at that guy over there, he's a creep. But you can't judge a person that you don't walk in their shoes. I was trying to tell that Seth, don't ever judge somebody unless you walk down their freaking path, you know. I've been down some pretty freaking brutal freaking paths in life. And, yeah, not easy. So every once in a while you gotta recharge, sit back, let the world be the world, even if you're not involved. Yeah. You go fishing, but even fishing after a while, you kind of get a little tired from that. Sun can really wear you out there. I like fishing. Probably go fishing tomorrow. Might be some fish out there. And right now, I'm trying to climb this ladder. I have $31,965 on the Ultimate Fishing Simulator simulations. I got. I'm not sure what my level is. My big head's there. I think it's level 16. And so you look at my leaderboard. Is everybody getting rich out there anymore? Like, what's out there? I mean, if you're low, I'm at 13, or number 11. I had 21 kilos, the biggest fish I've got, 21.69 kilos. That's a rainbow trout. Everybody's catching rainbow trouts. I know this guy. Forget the lead, Symphonic. I know him for a few years. But I'm slowly climbing up the ladder. I'm level 17, so I'm slowly climbing up the ladder on this game again. Got up to level 21 before, and then some glitch bumped me off, and I quit for a few years. So I just didn't want to have to fight. Didn't want to have to go back over and over. Try to do that shuffle over and over again. So I'm up here at level 17. I got another rainbow trout on here, maybe. Yeah, this isn't the most exciting game. I don't really know what's excitement anymore. I mean, this seems pretty cool to me, but it's probably kind of repetitious. But then a lot of the old school games like Galaga, Space Invaders, all those games, Donkey Kong. Those are pretty repetitious too. I get it at 31,000, 32,000. Don't really have a whole lot to talk about. It is Friday. I don't really have much going on as usual. Yeah. Unless I go run out in the street. No shoes on my feet. Shuffling to the beat. Cop tells you to have a seat. because you're messing up his beat. He wants to take a nap. He's got a hooker on his lap. The hook size doesn't match each one. There we go, that one. Get rid of this. Let's go with this hook. I grew up in this little beach town. From what I hear, that old beach town is just overrun. And it's kind of tough because I left to get away from a lot of that stuff, but then, you know, all across the country, it doesn't matter where you go. People are homeless. I mean, got no teeth, just living in a box. It's just like, as a Marine Corps veteran, it makes me really kind of sad that, you know, that we are such animals that we let our own freaking species just fall to the wayside, practically die. You know, while little old grandmas are driving old Buicks running down people, you know, trying to get to the store to buy freaking Geritol. This is a weird freaking existence, you know. I mean, when I grew up, everything was regimented. You had to be in at a certain time. You had to, like, you know, when I was in the Marines, it's like, you had to show up at a certain time. Now it's like, there's none of that. It's just whatever the hell you want to do. I don't know. In my humble opinion, that whole saying of do whatever you want to do, just be you, is why there's a lot of people in jail. Because the human mind needs structure. The body and mind need structure. If you tell a person that doesn't know what to do whatever they want to do, well, I mean, they'll go rob a bank. They'll go rob somebody. Or they go freaking carjack somebody or whatever. So you got to first have structure in your life, or at least an understanding of structure. Yeah. You know something's right. You know something's wrong. And you ain't got to do it. You know something like, well, I probably shouldn't steal that stuff out of Walmart. I mean, I'll probably get away with it, but there's a chance I won't. And to be honest, you probably won't, because I used to work on cameras and shit, so I know how them stores are. They're loaded up with cameras and technology and people monitoring them. So if you want to go to the big box store and try to steal something, you're not going to get away with it. The second you walk in there, somebody's got their eyes on you. You know. And it's been going on for at least 30 years, as far as I know, because they had cameras back in the 90s, early 90s. I remember I got busted for stealing a small pair of gloves. And they got me quick. So, let's see, am I up to, yeah, I'm up to $31,994. Anybody knows any good fishing games? Let me know, because I don't have a lot of good fishing games. I mean, I got a couple of them. I got Professional Fishing 1. I have Euro Fishing, then I have Ultimate Fishing 1 and 2. Other than that, that's the only games I really play. I mean, maybe I'll just start reading books or something. I don't know what to do with myself. Got me a few bass the other day. A couple of bass out at the lake, started biting in the afternoon. Caught me like 3 bass and 2 yellow perch or rainbow perch. So now I resort back to coming in here and playing more of my Ultimate Fishing stuff. getting ready to move pretty soon, so which is kind of a bummer because I'm getting too old to want to have to keep moving. But life's just too expensive where I'm at, so and not enough return. Spending too much of my money on my retirement money on just having a roof over my head, so I have to go get my own cardboard box and steal some Wi-Fi signal. There's a story about that. I knew a guy one time that was stealing power because he didn't really have any money to live where he lived, so he just would run power cord back to another house, steal the power, and then just freaking all day, fight with his old lady. But I've never really kind of been able to bring myself to do that. I always get busted if I'm going to steal power, steal freaking whatever. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you're getting ripped off all the time anyway. This old Duke Power out here is worth, I think they made like $85 billion last year. It's like all out the backs of your average Joe Blow. $85 billion in power, just power bills. I don't know. Kind of messed up. It's a monopoly is what it is. And you and I can't do nothing about it unless we're like friggin' stockholders or people in power or friggin' presidents and power companies and stuff. I came close to getting close as an electrician. I came close to at least understanding how all that works, but I was never anything more than an installer, so. Anyway, we're playing the Ultimate Fishing. I'm on a CyberPower PC. Not a big, huge freaking system, but it's definitely worked for the last like 6-7 years I've had it. Still runs. And well, it works. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It works. It's just you don't touch it, I guess is the thing. I get some extra USB ports on it and stuff, so I can put on my controller and other stuff, speakers and stuff. But, as far as my mic and stuff, I'm just using the bare basic Logitech camera. So it's not any high-end stuff. You can make it into a big old studio. I just don't really care because I get like 2 views a day anyway. So if you want to like and subscribe, that'd be great. If not, you know, that's fine too. I'll probably put a new video up with fishing and stuff. But hopefully we can start catching some bass. That is a 3290 on my bag. $32,090. And it's on a rod pod. Got some freaking pulleys in there. Got a pulley there. Got a maggot, touch bait there. Maggot, grasshopper, and a worm. That's usually all you really need to get this game work for. Thanks for watching my videos. Anybody who does watch it, Luke, thanks for watching my videos. I think you're like the only person that watches my videos. How's the job? Did you get the job? Are you working the job? Did you quit the job? Are you happy with the job? What's going on with your job, Luke? And what the hell are you doing anyway? What kind of work? Speaking of work, my first job was I was a sandwich technician. Back then, freaking decades and decades ago, that was called like, you just called it freaking, I don't know what I was called. I was like, I think I was like no, I don't even know what they called me. I only worked there for about a month. It was called Ton on a Bun. A little sandwich place in San Diego. And I was basically just a bitch boy. Where I would have to, I didn't even get to make sandwiches. I was just stocking drinks and stuff in the cooler. I've never been too good at those kind of jobs. I got ADHD. I'll do all kinds of weird stuff. I'm just not built for that kind of stuff. I did it, but I'm not, even as a cook at SeaWorld, I did it. Even then, it was my ADHD kicked in hard because I was having to ride my bike 10 miles to get to the job. And then I'm making $6 an hour, just like back in the 90s. So, as an electrician, I made way more money. As an electrician, I made up to $30 an hour. But then I had a nice truck and stuff, so I could get around. But yeah, 1980, my first job as a sandwich technician at Ton on a Bun. Little sandwich shop. I got another fish on here. I'm gonna try to get some. I'm gonna try and upgrade my gear here pretty soon because I think right now I'm at level 17, and once I start getting up to level 20, then my fish will start getting a lot bigger. But still getting some size on the rainbow trout, 21-pound rainbow trout, I think, which is actually pretty good for this year. This game can definitely be a grind, though. So, you gotta look at it like it's kind of fun, I guess. You got bull trout, decent sized bull trout. Let me try and get another one. Fish going on in here. I'm watching all pretty Twilight Zone or something like that. I started to catch a couple fish here. Nothing major, but definitely getting a couple fish. This is one of the main areas on this lake. This is the beginning area, so it's very late. This is like your starting point. It's always good in that area. I'm right in this area right here. You can always go there. Call this the rock. These are a 3-rod pod, 3-rod rod pod. Got a couple of electronic light indicators there, which are kind of nice. You could use those or you could use those. And then my reels are all open reels. We're going to have strings on this. And the big ass rod pod, so you zoom in, check out the outer mode. There's 2 fish out there. And on flashlight, I can't see nothing anyway, so there we go. And you are good to go, that's your job. Holy Jesus. I got another fish on. This one, not at 40 feet, I think. Might be a little size. Could be a smallie. I got a guitar I was thinking about hanging on the street, but I get a little nervous somebody's going to throw a frickin' egg or an apple at me. I try to friggin' play for money. Most people probably say, oh, how cute. And then they won't give you no money. The whole thing about money, you can't even see it. Especially nowadays, it's all digital. It's like, I mean, what's the point? Like, who really cares? I mean, if I got enough money to keep a roof over my head or something, I'm good to go. It's not easy. I mean, it's never been easy though. If you come from a lot of money and stuff, you know, and you were like raised right, you got a better chance in this world than if you didn't. If you were raised and your parents were like, yeah, get out of the house. Don't come back till after dinner. I don't want to look at your face. And then you went to some lame school where nobody really gave shit. You're probably not going to go too far in life. But if you came from money, if you came from like, you know, like parents that actually gave a shit about you, weren't so caught up in their own stupid lives, then you might have a chance at moving forward and getting a decent life, and moving out of the crap hole area you're at. But it doesn't take a lot to end up back in the crap hole. good case in point. Right outside where I live, I mean, it's just like there's like these sweepstake places, you know, like little not casinos, but kind of like a casino. Got strobe lights and all this other weird crap going on. And then you have a lot of smoke shops, vape shops, liquor stores. Uh, you name it, it's everywhere out there. I see it all the time. I just get disgusted and have to leave. I can't look at it. It's just bad for my brain. I do the vape, but I do maybe one pod in like 4 days. I don't do a whole lot of it. I don't drink alcohol, so I don't really have much of a need for that, even the vape anymore. It's just habit. It's not even something I like. So yeah, this here you call the bull trap. That's 11 kilo bull trout. Sell that for $167. Release it. You get 40 EXP, whatever. So I'm trying to like just release it, see what I think that's experience points, and that'll bring you up to your next level quicker versus just cashing in on it. I'm at level 11 right now, so got a float weight. I put some bigger float weights on there. Put 7 grams, and maybe increase the float length a little, and throw this bat out there. There's that boy out there. Throw this bat in there. Put that bad boy out and like that. Through this technique every day over there. Bring this thing up over here. And put on another fishing, if you do it, put on this, we'll buy another maggot, throw a maggot on there. You got a maggot on your sleeve. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you join me? If you feel like a loser, I don't really think there is such a thing as a loser and a non-loser, because all we really are is just these corpuscles of blood, guts, and bone. I was watching this thing. They're talking about like when you die. Some lady, she's like an ER, like terminal, one of them end of life care nurses. She was saying a lot of times, when people die, their body just totally relaxes, so, sometimes their eyes will fly open, like, when they die, because it's just the muscles relax. Then the jaw opens up, then the jaw opens up because it relaxes, the tongue sometimes falls out of the mouth, and then the eyes just freaking, all that freaking life, and all them years of stressing about life, it's like, then you finally just then it's just like, it's like one last scream, then you crap all over yourself and just do what you got. That's basically the process of dying. And then you have the emotional side where I wish I'd have climbed Mount Everest. I wish, you get to a point where you're like, what? I ain't gonna wish for nothing no more. I just ain't. I mean, there's a time I used to go, I wish I'd get a better job. I wish I'd get a better girlfriend. I wish I had a bigger house. I wish I, blah, yeah. I wish this. I wish that. I wish I'd catch a bigger catfish. But it's like With all the wishing in the world ain't gonna do shit. So when you die, you just go, your eyes fly open, shit flying out of your ass. You're just like, I'm done. And I think like at that stage, when you think about it, you don't have to wake up in the middle of the night anymore. You don't have to take a crap. You don't have to do nothing. You're dead. You're just dead. Like that. You ain't know. You ain't know when you're dead. You're just gonna be dead. You know, but it's kind of like, I guess you could literally like, say like, you're working and you're like king of the hill at your job. Say you're a manager at McDonald's or whatever you are. And you're like, you get to the top of the king of the hill, and you're like, oh, but I'm friggin' head cheese, you know. And then you leave, right? Then you get fired, or you just leave the job, you know. A year later, nobody even remembers. Nobody even knows. Anybody that knew you is probably gone themselves, you know. Nobody ever remembers. It's kind of like, that's how I envision it when you die. It's like there might be like two people that are like, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that person was so nice. But the world goes on. It's like being retired. It's like, hey, yeah, the world goes on. Nobody notices. And in a way, that's kind of good because you're like, well, nobody gives a crap anyway. So, nobody knows I'm sitting in here playing a video game, creeping out on a fishing game. But in all due respect, this game is one of my favorite fishing simulators of all time, of the games I've played. I've played quite a few of them. I do have the Sega Bass Fishing game, which is more for like, I'd say more for kids that are like 10 years old, 12 years old. It's a cool little game, but it's Sega Bass Fishing, so I mean you're not gonna have all this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at this. You got birds flying around. This game is the shit. The shit. I'm trying to keep this friendly, family friendly. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. Alright. Try to get one more fish. I'm at 32,309. That might be it. Check out Hunter Vision. Oh yeah, we ain't got nothing there anymore. The fish are all gone. We moved on. That's usually what happens when you fish a place for a while. I mean, Ultimate Fishing Simulator, these fish will you start to get smart, or they just get all caught and just leave. They don't hang out too long. Kind of scatter. Got me a rainbow trout, baby. Alright, thanks for watching my video. Not gonna make it much longer than this. This is the Ultimate Fishing Simulator, and we're using a few rods here in the rod pod. This is the Betty Lake Ultimate Fishing Simulator. It's an old school game at this point. It's over. I think it's over 10 years old. But for all retro gamers and stuff, I guess it's kind of, this ain't really a retro game, but it's definitely getting up in age. It's been around for a while. Ultimate Fishing, I think, Ultimate Fishing 2 came out in 2017. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, I'll let you like and subscribe. If you don't like it, then no worries. Thanks for watching.